Overview of World War I. The background. World War I began in 1914 and lasted until 1918. This war was the result of a complex set of political and economic events and conflicts in Europe and the rest of the world. The reasons? 1. National and ethnic conflicts included tensions between European countries due to national and ethnic conflicts in regions such as the Balkans. 2. Military alliances. There were rapid and complex alliances between European countries where alliances such as the Allies and the Axis were formed. 3. The colonial race. There was competition between major countries to obtain new colonies. Main events. 1. Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. On June 28, 1914, the Austrian crown prince was assassinated in Sarajevo, which sparked the war. 2. The spread of the conflict. The conflict quickly spread to most parts of Europe, including fronts in the west and east. 3. War of attrition. The war turned into a conflict of attrition using tactics such as trenches and chemical weapons. Results and the Treaty of Versailles. 1. Collapse of empires. The Austrian, Ottoman, Russian, and German empires collapsed. 2. The Treaty of Versailles, signed on June 28, 1919, it imposed strict conditions on Germany and made it responsible for the war. 3. Establishment of the United Nations. Efforts began to establish an international body to maintain peace, and this ultimately resulted in the establishment of the United Nations. Human results. Societies were greatly affected, with millions killed and injured, and major economic, social, and cultural changes occurred. World War I is an important historical event having a profound impact on modern history and on the events that followed, including World War II. More details about World War I. Military developments. 1. War tactics. New tactics were used in World War I, such as the use of trenches, explosives, and chemical weapons. There have also been shifts in the use of military technology. 2. The Battle of Somalia. It was one of the most prominent battles of the war as it witnessed violent confrontations between French and German forces in northern France. 3. Naval war. Naval waters witnessed huge naval battles between British and German flots and witnessed the Battle of Jutland and the Battle of Jutland. The role of the United States. Initially, the United States remained neutral, but as events escalated, it entered the war in 1917 on the side of the Allies. Her participation was ultimately crucial to determining the results. Economic and social impact. 1. Human losses. The war led to the loss of millions of lives and severe disfigurements, creating a huge human impact. 2. Economic changes. The participating countries witnessed tremendous changes in their economies, with long-term effects on the economic structure. 3. Culture and literature. Culture and literature were greatly affected as artistic and literary works reflected the trauma and effects of war. The Treaty of Versailles and its consequences. 1. Strict conditions. The Treaty of Versailles imposed strict conditions on Germany which led to discontent and denunciation in the country. 2. The outbreak of subsequent conflicts. The harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles contributed to the emergence of an era of political and economic turmoil in Germany which contributed to the outbreak of World War II. Long-term effects. 1. Formation of borders. There have been changes in the geographical borders of some countries, especially in Eastern Europe. 2. The emergence of the new order. The war contributed to the emergence of a new international order as the United Nations was established to achieve global peace and security. 3. Impact on women. The war opened opportunities for women to have a greater role in society which contributed to the advancement of women's rights. It can be said that World War I had major impacts on the course of global history and contributed to shaping subsequent events and defining the modern international system.